Hey, welcome to this week's episode of The Edge. We're in Russia, hunting the Kamchatka snow sheep. We're in Buenos Aires, Argentina, and we're heading to TGB Outfitters, right here on The Edge.
And you know, right now it feels so close. It feels like it's gonna happen, but I mean, we're talking about a wise old buck.
Yeah.
And a wise old Saskatchewan bush buck.
Yeah, that's right.
They're not easy to kill.
They're definitely not easy to kill.
Well, this week we're headed to Alaska with Scott McRae on a hunt that I've been waiting for a lifetime to do. This is gonna be the Alaska moose, the giant moose that roam that landscape up there. That's him right there. Unbelievable.
The Edge is brought to you by Old Smokes Coffee Roastery and Cafe, Browning, G5 Outdoors, Prime Archery, Stealth Cam, Outdoor Edge, High Mountain Seasonings, Hornady, Canac Industrial Services, Portable Winch Co., Vortex, Wolverine Guns and Tackle.
Well, first impressions of camp here. Absolutely gorgeous. Look at this around me. Pretty awesome country. Hopefully filled with moose and bear. But I'm gonna tell you something right now. It's hard for me to look up there at those mountains and not think that we should be going sheep hunting too. I'll save that for next time. Yeah, you know, for me, I mean, always coming up here to Alaska to hunt these giant moose up here has always been a dream of mine. You know, as a young boy, some of my earliest recollections of hunting and hunting with my dad, you know, who's my hero, it was always the moose hunt. You know, I can remember being too young to go on the moose hunt and crying at the end of the driveway as my dad and his buddies leave, you know, for a 2-week-long moose hunt. And him telling me, you know, hey, you're too little to come. And then the day finally came where, you know, I wasn't too little. And he said, you know, you're coming with us on the moose hunt this year. And how excited I was. And 669. I mean, just everything about it. I mean, it was almost like I was becoming a man, even though I was, you know, such a young boy. It's 600. Oh man. I don't know what it is. This year, everything is like long bombs. It's a pretty unique scenario because we're camped so high. It's almost like we're sheep hunting, but we're spotting down. As you can see out here, it's just filled with moose habitat. And when Scott said he had a pretty good bull spotted over on this side, he actually said, now that we're this far into the game, how big does it have to be? I just said a good one. He said, well, I've got a good one. What a dream come true. Thank you so much, brother. Wow. An Alaskan moose, and I mean, not just any old Alaskan moose. This thing is a beast.
We've harvested them at, 15 yards with a muzzleloader or, a bow. So, I mean, it can be really close. And, I mean, multiple times it's been under 50.
And the body on this thing, oh my God, we got to get him to the top of the mountain.
I'm glad you said we.
Well, there you have it, folks. Another amazing hunt up here in Alaska with Scott McRae. I mean, I can't thank him enough. Just an outstanding gentleman, guide and outfitter. And I tell you what, he's got some moose. I mean, we literally looked at giant moose after giant moose. When we found this guy, he came out and Scott was able to stop him with a cow call. It was kind of one of those now or never moments. And yeah, we had to make a long rifle shot on him, but we piled him up and I couldn't be more thrilled. I mean, 25 years, 30 years of dreaming of coming to Alaska to hunt one of these big giant moose that roam this landscape. And I'm just thrilled. I mean, just a big old bruiser of a moose, beautiful pans, great fronts, and by the looks of it, some tasty backstrap. I'm your host, Steve Ecklund, up here in Alaska with good friend, Scott McRae.
Where are we exactly right now?
We are in a small town called Peninsula. It's about 20 kilometers from Petropavlovsk-Kamchatsky, the capital of Kamchatka region. And we're heading north to helicopter, where we will take off to the hunting camp.
I'm not gonna lie, my legs are burning. This is the first real pull of the year for us, but I'm gonna embrace the pain. After all, this is Russia, the Kamchatka Peninsula that jets out into the middle of the Bering Sea. I wanted badass, and this is it. It's mid-August here in Russia. The temps hover around 10 degrees C, but the higher we get in altitude, the more you come to realize that this snow is here all year round. We're just gonna crest this little ridge, and we'll be on at least a set of 4 of them, depending on how far they are. Either I'm gonna shoot, or Ryan, aka cameraman, right now, is gonna shoot some. Out pop these rams. I'm trying to get a range, panic setting in. We're self-filming this, so I literally have to hand Nikolai the camera, try to get him sorted out. I'm trying to get a range for myself. I'm pulling off ballistics. This ram pops out at about 375. Now 450, 500, and he's still going. I just can't get it all together in time, and he's gone. And I think he's gone out of my life forever. At this point, I'm completely losing my mind. Nikolai, again, we're trying to talk to each other as best we can, and he starts yelling and pointing, up top, and here comes these rams back over the saddle, and here they come. I get a solid range on him. He's 565 yards out. And he stands completely broadside.
Front one, eh?
Okay.
First one?
I dial him up. I give him a little for windage. And before I know it,
Смотрите за баранами.
I touched it off. The rams explode. My gun jumps. I'm not quite sure what's going on.
Down?
All of a sudden, Nikolai just starts hooting and hollering, and he's trying to tell me he's down. It was a complete panic situation. A little bit of luck, along with a lot of practice, you know, to make a shot like that.
Russia snow sheep. I mean, unbelievable.
And here we are. We're successful.
565 yards.
Nikolai's seen my sheep go down in the rocks.
Oh my God. We're in Russia, of all places, and Kamchatka snow sheep. Oh my God, look at this country. I'll tell you this right now. I'll have to review some footage. I hope the kill shot's on there because my guide doesn't speak any English. He said he was on him. I just don't know if he hit the record button or not. And there he is, piled up in the rocks. Oh, I can't wait to get my hands on him.
Вот так и растянуть. О, отлично, сейчас снимет.
And I'll tell you what, we picked one hell of an outfitter, because this, my friends, doesn't happen every day. Look at that toad. Just jacked up, super excited. Unbelievable area for Kamchatka snow sheep. Again, Chubuk Outfitters. And if I'm not mistaken, I think Ryan clipped his tag here today too. So just a blessed day all the way around. And it just doesn't get any better than this.
We're after a particular deer that we nicknamed Slim. He comes out, and my first opportunity was probably at about 35 yards. I neglected to take the shot because I thought, why rush it? Just as I thought he was gonna turn and come down, man, I started to draw back. He got a whiff of something on the ground, and just like that, poof, he spooked out of there like someone had shot a rifle at him. As luck would have it, that was the last time we saw him.
Okay, well, it's the morning thereof. And just took our time this morning kind of getting ready. Gear, ground blinds, tree stands, rifle. Here comes Mark in the background. He dropped off Ned and Virgil this morning. The boys are excited, so it should be a good one.
Yeah, so we're trying to create a little bit of history here at Weber Outfitting. A lot of guys can come back the second and third year and they'll still see some of the same bucks they've seen the very first year they've come or the second year they've come. And the reason why we do that is we want to see the difference in growth throughout the years and give our guys a better opportunity to harvest a good buck.
This portion of the show is brought to you by a completely freaked out Steve Ecklund. I'll break this down for you as best I can. This morning, got dropped off, opted to come into the tree stand, and I just got my backpack up and I got it saddled up to the tree, and I looked over and I could see a deer coming in. I put the binos on him and I could tell it was Slim. He's coming in kind of from the backside over here. And from that moment on, I just went into silent mode. I didn't jack around. I did not pull out the camera. I did not hit the record button clearly. And I just sat as quiet as I could. Daylight started to break. And he took forever, man. I mean, he walked in over here to my right, came underneath me at about 20 yards. Lots of brush. And kind of walked out and then stood quartering away at 25 yards. And I drew back and I cut the arrow loose. I mean, the shot was a little far back, but I'm not too panicked about it. I did get down. I checked the arrow. We had a little bit of blood. I'm just gonna wait. That's the right thing to do. I could hear him go up and crash, but he ran the entire way out of sight. I've called Mark and Kelsey, and I'm just gonna wait for them, and we're probably gonna just chill out, probably give it 2 or 3 hours, and then hopefully we'll be able to bring you the recovery on camera. But it's it's just one of these deals where I'm thrilled, I'm sick to my stomach. I'm super bummed I didn't get it on camera. But we're talking about Slim. I mean, this is a deer of
I've poured my heart and soul into, Mark and Kelsey have poured their heart and soul into for the last 3 years to get my opportunity like that. Perfect. Okay, here. If you don't mind, and then I'll get in front of you. He's bleeding pretty good here now. Oh, Kels, look.
Oh, man.
Oh, hold on. Hold on.
Big buck.
That's Slim, baby. Yes! Yes! Woo! Oh my God. Look at him. That. Oh my God. Let me get this camera set.
We got him!
Unbelievable.
Dude, he didn't lose nothing on the points. He just got heavier and heavier.
I don't even know what to say right now. I mean, other than thank you so much. With Team Weber, Miss Kels, head guide, Mark, again, thank you so much.
Pleasure.
You, mwah, there. I kissed another woman on TV. You know, where do I start? I mean, I guess I start by apologizing to you guys at home. I mean, I know you've been following along on this journey for Slim. I've been switching between the ground blind and the tree stand, bow hunting, rifle hunting, just trying to get anything, probably weather dependent, whether I went to the tree stand or went to the ground blind. I did not get the kill shot on video. I just drew back my bow, put the pin where I wanted it, and cut the arrow loose, and then I fell apart. I did, I'm not gonna lie, I fell apart, man. I mean, so much time and effort, not only on my behalf, but you guys. To see Kelsey, to see you go through what you do with your dad at your side is remarkable. I think that's so cool. We're in Buenos Aires, Argentina, and we're heading to TGB Outfitters, right here on the edge.
We got probably a little bit of delusions of grandeur, but we're going down there with a bucket list.
We got red stag, black buck, water buffalo.
And on top of that, we even got some evening hunting where we're gonna head out and maybe see if we can't find some hogs.
So at this point, weather's picking up. We can see a huge, what we think is a rainstorm coming in from the end. Alejandro says to us, this is gonna be our last opportunity at a black buck, you know, because we got about an hour before the storm hits. The wind's picking up. I lay down, I get as comfortable as I can. I'm on the sticks. I take my vest off. I prop it up under the heel of my gun. I'm as solid as I can get. I'm accounting for the wind. I'm doing the calculations. But that's it. I'm faced with a 480-yard shot with a small animal, 15, 20 mile an hour crosswind. Wow. You know, it's hero or zero, and it's about to unfold right now.
The big black buck's right there. I can remember turning back at one point to just kind of tell everybody what's going on. They were right on it. I don't know what happened. They're not very cool. It's spitting a bit, but it's extremely windy. It's like a dust storm. So it looks like it's raining, but it's not rain, it's dust. So I can't even look back at you. Hurts the eyes. The wind was intense.
It was an insane situation.
Okay.
Where are they? Oh, right there.
in front of us.
Okay. As they come out, doe, 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 and all of a sudden, here comes the black one. There's another one in the back of the group that's a very nice black buck as well. But he says to me, shoot the darkest one. Yeah. Comes out, he's running. I actually had to shift positions. Fortunately enough for me, the herd comes out just like they were on a string. Boom, stops. Gives me a 2-second opportunity. I pull the trigger. Whoop, down he goes. Success on black buck is finally mine.
What a stop.
Maybe it's on the world record.
Yeah, we did.
So we get up to this black buck, and I mean, I couldn't be happier. He's 4 curls, a gorgeous trophy buck for me. It is a buck of a lifetime. To be able to have this opportunity to do it free range and to experience not only the hunt, but the conditions we were in with this huge sandstorm, it was unbelievable. It was unbelievable. Well, there we did it, man. Thank you very much.
Very good shot, my friend.
Yeah, well, you know, we needed to get the bug off my back. We finally put it together here at the tail end of the day, and I'll tell you what, it's amazing that we did. A huge sandstorm come in on us, and it was almost like we'd see a whiteout in a snowstorm. I mean, it came in sideways, and we spotted this herd. And I don't know, we're a long ways from the truck right now.
Well, a couple of miles.
Couple of miles. It took a little longer than we thought, but you know, it's all worth it. My very first black buck, free range black buck right here in Argentina with TGB. Guys here just put on a fantastic show. Well, I'm glad they're only so big with 2 miles to go to the truck, I can tell you that. Hey.
Well, congrats, Chief.
Thank you again very much.
Pleasure.
Right here in Argentina with TGB Outfitters. Thanks for tuning in to this week's episode of The Edge.
2 beautiful black bucks, great afternoon of hunting. Something unique and different. I've never hunted in a sandstorm.
The Edge is brought to you by Old Smokes Coffee Roastery and Cafe, Browning, G5 Outdoors, Prime Archery, Stealth Cam, Outdoor Edge, High Mountain Seasonings, Hornady, Canac Industrial Services, Portable Winch Co., Vortex, Wolverine Guns and Tackle.
Live on